NFL rules or CFL rules for a fair catch? If I put one foot out, is that considered a violation, or do I have to keep both inside the circle?
Well, I think you're supposed to be using some common sense, and I would really appreciate that not being so close to my face, please.
Well, we're 6 feet away.
I understand that, and you're holding it less than 6 feet away from your mouth, which can contaminate me. So I would like that further away from my face, please, sir.
You're not going to give me one of those $880 tickets, are you?
Well, if you don't comply with what I ask you to do, then that may be a possibility right now, right?
I'm not confining you. You can keep walking away.
No, I can't, sir, because my job is to answer your questions and educate the public.
Okay, well, that's what I came here for, to get educated. So I'm wondering if I put 1 foot out or like a pinky toe out, would I get an $880 ticket?
Well, I don't know the answer to that question right at the moment.
Well, then how can you educate me if you don't know the answers?
That's a very good question.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. Well, folks, I've returned to the scene of Toronto's Day of Infamy. You may recall last Saturday, about 10,000 people crammed into little Trinity Bellwoods Park. And, well, needless to say, the elected officials, they lost their marbles over this. The likes of Premier Doug Ford and John Tory. You know, the same elected officials who break all the COVID-19 protocol they say that we should be following. Well, anyways, we're not going to have a Wuhan virus repeat this weekend, because what happened several hours ago, folks, is that city workers painted some 400 circles, and basically you are supposed to remain in your circle to maintain proper social distancing. And if you don't maintain proper social distancing, you will be fined, $880. Hey guys, have you picked out your circle for this weekend?
Yes, Iona's gonna be there, and I'm gonna go there.
You know, I think you made fascinating picks, those circles. They're so circular.
Well, the thing is, we're in Toronto here, and location is everything. So this is why we came, and make sure we got good spots, you know?
They should put numbers on them so you can maybe come up in the front and reserve them. This is amazing.
Hey sir, have you picked out a circle for this weekend?
I'm wondering if they're picking out a circle or I'm picking out a circle.
Your dog was marking its territory. It was urinating in several circles. I mean, does that mean you have those 4 circles reserved for this weekend for yourself, sir?
All the ones with yellow in it will be his this weekend.
Last Saturday was ridiculous. It was like Woodstock over here. It's amazing. You know, I love seeing people out in the park, and it's fantastic, but this is ridiculous. You know, I don't know.
But you know, sir, most of the people, wouldn't you say on Saturday, they were in their 20s and 30s?
That's correct, yes.
We have had 1 death in Ontario of someone under 40. So statistically, you run a 6 times bigger risk crossing Queen Street and dying of getting Wuhan virus here.
I'm just wondering how they're going to bounce their balls in their little circles over here. I'm actually looking forward to the weekend to see how this all works out.
Yeah, well, you know the new rules, sir. Only touch your own balls during the Wuhan virus.
It's the other people I'm worried about, though, where they're going. You know, like I have elderly parents and friends and people, so.
People are going to be coming to the park no matter what rules, no matter what fences. So at least people kind of gravitate towards what they see. And when they see a field of circles, it's like, you know what? I gather there. And people that want to go outside of that, that's up to them.
By the way, what is the out of bounds rule? Are we playing NFL rules? You know, when you catch the ball, both feet have to remain in bounds? Or are we playing college and CFL rules where I can put 1 foot out of bounds? I'm betting he wants NFL rules. We got to have both our feet in bounds. Ooh, speak of the devil. 2 bylaw enforcement officers. Let's see what the rules are so we don't get an $880 ticket.
So the circles are for 6 feet radius. You're supposed to be inside the 6 foot radius.
Now, is it NFL rules or CFL rules for a fair catch? If I put 1 foot out, is that considered a violation, or do I have to keep both inside the circle?
Well, I think you're supposed to be using some common sense, and I would really appreciate that not being so close to my face, please.
Well, we're 6 feet away.
I understand that, and you're holding it less than 6 feet away from your mouth, which can contaminate me. So I would like that further away from my face, please, sir.
You're not going to give me one of those $880 tickets, are you?
Well, if you don't comply with what I ask you to do, then that may be a possibility right now, right?
I'm not confining you. You can keep walking away.
No, I can't, sir, because my job is to answer your questions and educate the public.
Okay, well, that's what I came here for, to get educated. So I'm wondering if I put one foot out or like a pinky toe out, would I get an $880 ticket?
Well, I don't know the answer to that question right at the moment.
Well, then how can you educate me if you don't know the answers?
That's a very good question.
$12 per circle. So $12 times 400. Well, you do the math. But here's the thing, folks. What do they hope to accomplish in terms of public safety? I mean, I'm going over the stats. We know that most of those people in the park last Saturday were in their 20s and 30s. Now, for starters, we know from our open summer camp campaign, there is not a single person in Ontario under 20 who has died of the Wuhan virus. But get a load of this. When it comes to the number of people under 40 who have died of the virus, do you know how many people that is, folks? One person, and it's tragic. I'm not making light of that one death, but the fact is one person under 40 has died in Toronto. And when you consider that there are more than 3 million people 40 and under living in the GTA, the numbers don't make sense. And maybe this is what we can use these circles for. It's a form of frisbee golf. So if I can get it, let's say the third circle over from the circle I'm standing in, let's see if I can do it, and maybe I can win a no prize. Here we go. As they say every time when I check my lottery tickets in French, no cadeau. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll never believe what we found. It is the uber rare albino squirrel of Trinity Bellwoods. Apparently, oh, and look at this. I thought it was a photographer for Hinterland Who's Who, but it's a much better guy than that. It's Jack Boland of the Toronto Sun. Jack, you were falsely lured over here by this albino squirrel too. What is going on? Does this have something to do with the Wuhan virus too?
It must be something to do with the circles from outer space that are out in the park today. It's amazing to see this. I can't wait to see people like in Animal House building pyramids out of people this weekend coming up in these circles.
Oh my goodness, you know what? I never thought of that. These could be urban crop circles. I always thought the aliens landed like in the middle of Manitoba somewhere. So, Jack, are you saying that what we have to do is look way up there?
Look up.
Way up there.
Wait a minute, I think you're stealing a line from Rusty the Rooster from years ago.
Back when the CBC was good. Well, this is something new, folks. We just happened to notice this tent here at Trinity Bellwoods. I didn't notice this on Monday. Could this be the newest tent city springing up in Toronto? Because, you know, Toronto is a sanctuary city. And as you saw from our visit downtown on Monday at Charles and Yonge Street, at Moss Park Arena, there are now dozens of tents and several homeless not practicing social distancing. But, you know, here's the funny thing. I mean, my heart goes out to somebody who's down on their luck having to live on the streets. But do you think it's a little weird that tax-paying Toronto citizens cooped up in these tiny little condos, and they've been there for weeks and weeks, come out on a Saturday, they get vilified by the mayor and the premier. They're now being threatened $880 if they step out of their little circle, and yet we have an encampment right here, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal. Oh, hey, how you doing there, guys? What's the what's the rule right now about having tents here? Do you have to be in one of those circles, or no? Okay then. Hey, you're not smoking that wacky tobacco in there, are you? By the way, folks, marijuana is legal in Toronto, but not stepping outside of a circle in a park. In any event, for everyone coming to Trinity Bellwoods this weekend, have fun and make sure you stay in your damn circle, will ya? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, have you heard the bad news? Ontario's summer camps, they're locked down. That's just not right. I mean, there hasn't been one incident of someone under 20 in Ontario dying of the Wuhan virus. So what are the kids going to do this summer? They can't even go to the playground. please go to our new petition, opensummercamp.com. That's opensummercamp.com. Put your name on the petition, and let's try to convince Doug Ford to do the right thing and get these camps open for summer.